we are really well represented here. But I strongly believe that 24 companies is just the tip of the iceberg. I want this figure to be at least 100 next year, and in the subsequent years it should be 200. I would also be following up a proposal that we should have a GITEX in Pakistan, because this is a great platform. This is the biggest platform for software developers, for IT companies, for artificial intelligence, for cybersecurity. So we should avail this great opportunity. We were declared as a tech destination for this GITEX, and you can see the presence all across. Pakistani companies are in the main concourse. But I strongly believe that much more needs to be done. In the last 2 years that I've been here, our exports have increased 50%. In the last year, 34% alone. But again, I said this is the tip of the iceberg. You cannot run an economy by exporting rice, leather, spices. You have to export the manpower, and you have to export the IT services that Pakistan has the potential. So that's what we are working on. I had a number of meetings today, yesterday, and day before yesterday, and we have to have a greater footprint in the digital platforms. Definitely, GITEX is a global brand. There's a GITEX Morocco, GITEX Berlin, all over the world. GITEX has established itself as a brand not only in the GCC but globally. So Pakistan, being the fifth most populous country with 68% of population under 30, with the second highest number of IT experts, software developers, Pakistan could be a real destination. We have to sell our products to the world, and we have to sell Pakistan as well, because Pakistan itself is a market of 140 million, which is at the crossroads of South Asia, Central Asia, and Middle East. So it has to be a two-way traffic, and that's what GITEX Pakistan, whenever it happens, we start working on it, would be a step in that direction. Yes, that's correct. Unfortunately, I have handled the UAE when I started this career 32 years ago. Then I was posted here in 2007 and 10, and now this is my third time I have been ambassador. Yes, there is an issue of our Pakistani brand, and I've always been saying that the real investment that you have to do in the people is education, health, and tarbiyat, as they say. Your manners, your emotional intelligence, your ability to work in a multinational environment, to have the linguistic skills, to have the soft skills. So we are facing a serious challenge on that, but we are working. And that's what I say, a government alone can't take on these challenges. We have to have a collaborative approach with the private sector as well. Today, this morning, I chaired a meeting of all the government departments as well as all the major software companies. And I said, this embassy of Pakistan and the consulate is your office. Try to use us and try to work together, because if you work together, you can go miles. And one more thing that I get a lot of response, that Pakistanis promise a lot, but they don't fail to deliver. So we have to make sure that your word is your currency. If you promise something, you have to deliver. So you have to promote your leading companies, and we have our leading companies like Systems, Infotech, Abacus, which have their presence globally. So we have to work on that. We are the eyes, ears of the government of Pakistan, the mouth. So that's what we do. We are the hand holders. So we identify the problems that Pakistan and the Pakistani community is facing here. And we are also communicating the problems which are being faced by the UAE companies in Pakistan. So that we have a role of facilitators. Of course, we don't have that kind of footprint, although we are catering to a 1.7 million population, which is the second biggest foreign component in this country. We have resource constraints, but we are trying to do with our best. For instance, the presence this year, it has been a joint effort of the embassy, the consulate, the commercial section is extremely well, as well as the Ministry of IT, Software Export Board, Pasha, as well as SIFC. There are a host of issues. I've been very blunt and open about it, but yes, this is the biggest challenge that I've been facing for the last 3 months now, because that kind of rejection has never been experienced. But as I was saying, that we have to work on our image and brand. That is something fundamental. We should be, that's what I say, that we have been traditionally been exporting blue collared workers, and I have all my respect for them, because they have made this country what it is today. But now they have reached a different level of development. We need to export high-end people, high IT experts, high doctors with the skills, accountants, chefs, Michelin stars, that kind of expertise that we see here. I've been trying to resolve this problem. This is also being raised at the highest level, but there is a challenge. But as I said, there's an amnesty announced here, and it will be ending after 31st of October. Hopefully, I see some improvement. I don't see a lot of improvement. I won't give any false hopes, but there is some things that we have to work very importantly in training our manpower. We have to give them the emotional intelligence, the organizational skills, how to work and live in a multicultural, multi-religious environment, how to present themselves in their country. That is fundamental. The government of Pakistan has announced visa on arrival for all the GCC countries and 124 countries. I think this is the best step to market Pakistan. We are passing through Pakistan is at the crossroads of South Asia, Central Asia, and Middle East. We are next to two markets of 1.4 billion. We are a natural connector. We have to be a natural connectors. We have to invite people to visit Pakistan, and we have to invite businesses to invest in Pakistan. So that's what we are working on. Visa challenge is a big challenge that I'm facing. I've been working on it for the last many months now. But there are certain issues that we have to address within the country as well. If you have problems, please don't bring your problems here. That's something very important. They've raised it with us. Our usage of social media has backfired, unfortunately. If you criticize the policies of the UAE, it will not be taken well here. Unfortunately, both here and in Pakistan. So their foreign policy as well as their internal policy, we should respect that.